face! Put it on the mic! That's my Friday tension-relieving face. That is all the tension leaving my body. I feel relaxed. It's like when you have a pee and you've been dying to for ages. Oh, Friday is amongst us. Yes, it is. Thank the Lord. It's finally here. We can relax. We can kick back, put our shoes on the floor, get naked, just sit around in our underwear. Nobody gives a shit on a Friday. Someone knocks at your door, you're not wearing any clothes, like, dude, I get it. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. Of course I'm not wearing any clothes. You know why? I wore clothes all week. Now I'm naked. Fuck you. Oh, so awesome. I had a wonderful day. I started work on the Big Monday video. Have never done one before. This whole Big Monday video thing. This new experience of the Big Monday video, which I think you guys will be like, when is it Monday? When is it Monday for the next Big Monday video? I know, this is what's going to start happening, hopefully. I hope you do. It should be amazing. I've done like one section of it. It took me like 6 hours to do one section of it, and I think it's really cool. I think so. I don't know. But there's loads of tweaking to do, loads of tweaking and stuff. So, what day is the Monday vid coming? I don't know. What day could it be coming? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. And I goofed up the arcane video. Yep, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm very professional. You know, very professional YouTuber who uploads his videos and, of course, sticks around and waits 2.5 hours for them to process so I can check them. And, yeah, no. No, not all the time. Sometimes I do that, or I generally rely on somebody to contact me and say things like, "Hey, Preach, video's fucked up." Alright, but that didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. In fact, none of you contacted me. None of my friends contacted me. Nobody contacted me, in fact, until the next day. I woke up to emails aplenty. So I assume it was when you guys actually saw it, you started sending emails. You're like, yeah, dude, you haven't taken this down yet. Usually you take this down pretty quick, but you haven't taken this one down. So I assume you don't know you goofed it up. And I was like, goofed it up? What? I did the arcane videos like 2 days ago. What are you talking about? Yeah, goofed it up. I apologize. I'm really sorry. I'm glad to see that 70 of you still gave it a thumbs up for the arcane gameplay video that had no arcane footage in it at all. It was like, hey, cool intro. Thumbs up, baby. Thumbs the fuck up. Thumbs up. It's like, this is a great intro. It's got no gameplay in it. I don't care. Have you seen this intro? Look at this. Thumbs that shit up. Thumbs it up, guys. Share the word. Share the word. Guys, come and look at this gameplay video of Arcane. Come and look. It's got no gameplay in it. Have you seen this intro? Dude. Dude, 20 seconds of intro? I'm fucking sold. Like, instantly like. Video works. Yeah, very cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing my fail around the internet. I love that. Likes are getting more and more important. I don't know if you know this. Likes are being interconnected and interwoven and spreading like wildfire. More likes actually seems to indicate more virality, if you want to call it that, of it spreading through the interwebs and getting people like myself more known. That kind of stuff. So likes are very important. Just be careful about liking videos that are rubbish and don't work. Dislike it so I see it straight away. Things like that I will notice. I'm like, something's wrong there. Of course, the one dislike hero who went across the last 6 videos and just added the dislike. What a guy. What a guy. Can't have too many 100% videos. Am I right? But of course, let's get past that because it's Friday. Oh, yes. Oh, I haven't had you for so long. Sweet nectar. Oh, the Steam sale before we get into the drama. Steam sale is going pretty good. I've bought a couple of games. I bought Dead Island, and Ghosty did too, so we're going to be playing some Dead Island tomorrow. Maybe we'll stream it, maybe we won't. No promises. Remember, I don't promise anything. We're going to be playing Dead Island tomorrow. I think Genji's playing as well, so we might have some 3-player or maybe a 4-player going of Dead Island. It's old, we know, but it doesn't matter. We're going to play it. We haven't played it, so it's new to us. Fuck your couch, right? Old game, don't care. Don't care. Oh, Ghost played the first 15 minutes, did he? The stream is telling me right now that Ghost played the first 15 minutes, okay? Ghosty, when we got Dead Island, they said, don't play it so we can play it together. And it should be all good. He texted me this morning. And I quote, when I find it, because he sent me a lot of messages. Had a quick look at Dead Island. It's not bad, but I only had time to look at the intro. I didn't spoil anything. Well done, mate, for not being able to keep it in your pants for any more than 15 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, streamers. And remember, always fuck Ghost over. Always. Because he lies to me. Look, he lies to me. He lies to me. That hurts, man. That hurts. He lies to me. He lies to me, you know? He can't wait. He has to play 15 minutes of the game. He can't wait. He can't wait, you know? It's not even the intro. Don't defend yourself. You played the game. I asked you politely not to play the game. You played the game. Just saying. Team Ghost for the win. You suck. You guys suck. You suck. I'm going to return my gift because I also bought SimCity 4. I caught that sale with 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left on the sale. I was like, whoa, SimCity for £2. Buying instantly. Bought it and even gifted Ghost. I gifted the Betrayer. Ghost the Betrayer who just betrayed me on Dead Island. I gifted him one. Bullshit. Can't trust him. Can't trust him. Can't trust him. Unbelievable. So I bought him a game today. I was that nice of a guy. I bought him a game. And he literally just backstabbed me. It's the worst kind of backstabbing. Gaming backstabbing. Just a betrayer. Just a betrayer. Okay. Let's on with some stories. Wow, have I got some big stories for you guys. Oh, yes. I'm going to start with one that is from the female perspective. Because it's about goddamn time that the ladies started fighting back against all these anxious hormonal boys. Yes, always saying the girls do this, the girls do that. I want to see the ladies fighting back. So they have some evidence of some weird shit going on. Entitled, The Joys of Being a Female WoW Player and Having a Sucky GM. Now, before we read too much into that, ladies, you do need to be careful with using the word suck anywhere in your titles. Because remember who the audience is. They hear sucky GM. They think Ty Bride. Just going to put it out there. Just going to say that, you know, it's not my fault. I didn't make it the way it is, but that is the way it is. So you need to be a little bit careful. I want to tell you the story of my former guildmaster. I'm going to pick him because his message was deleted, so I assume he's a troll. Voddles! 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 You are the former GM. And his habits, both in and out of WoW, towards not just me, but the other girls in the guild. So we have a culmination of ladies, a femme fatale, if you will. This ball of sexual energy driving all the hormonal males crazy like a cat in heat. A collection of ladies' choice of who to talk to and try and stalk in a game. This is insane. I cannot cope. My mind is exploding with delight. Before I joined, I was in a semi-casual. Again, we're getting to those definitions. So we had semi-hardcore, hardcore, casual. This guild is a semi-casual, so it's kind of floppy, but it's casual about it. So when it does need to perform, it does perform. But generally, it's pretty semi. It's pretty casual. It's pretty casual. There was about 200 characters, largely made up of alts. The only ladies in the guild were myself and 3 other people. That is already what, like, totally distorting the actual number of girls in gaming by the fact that you claimed 4 of the female gamers is greedy. Greedy. I'm just going to put it out there. Greedy, okay? Spread it around. Spread it around. There aren't a lot of you ladies out there. Should be 1 per guild, max. That's it. 1 per guild. If someone else applies and they're a girl, you're like, no, sorry, we've got a girl already. I mean, we can't just put 2. One does not simply put more than 1 girl in a WoW guild. I'm just going to put it out there. To whom, 2 of whom I am still friends with. Ladies made a connection. In my time in the guild, Voddles would make daily comments about me and the other girls. This sexual beast you are, Voddles. He's a creepy GM. Do the creep. I've got ladies in my guild, 4 of them. Of course they joined the guild because I am the GM. Why else would they have joined, right? If I attract all the ladies, I have more than the normal average amount of girl gamers in my guild. All because of me. Voddles the mighty, Voddles the powerful, Voddles the magnificent, the charismatic. All of us were in relationships. Girl joins the guild. Thumbs up. Has boyfriend. Fuck my life. I can't get a break. I've been trying to get a girl to love me in World of Warcraft for ages, right? I've been sat in this guild doing absolutely nothing about trying to attract a female. I didn't do anything, but I've been really thinking about trying to do something. So while sat here doing my daily quests and whatnot, 4 ladies approach. All of them are in relationships. That's just outrageous. You guys should have dumped your boyfriends. If you're going to have 4 girls in one guild, at least be single. One of you, make a decision. Jesus Christ. My boyfriend at the time was in the guild with me, as was the situation with the others. So you all paired up and joined a guild. What is this, the couples guild? This sounds redonkulous. I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. Yet despite this, Voddles would still make passes at us and hit on us, and not in a joking way either. You know, you're a pretty good looking girl. Thanks. No, seriously. You're extremely good looking. And I want to motorboat you. Because I am Voddles and the guild master. You want your raid spot? Do you want your raid spot? Do you? Do you value your raid spot? Think about it. Think about it. Towards the end of Cataclysm, Voddles decided to take some time away from WoW due to personal reasons. Fapping. All of... and out of boredom... Oh, for due to personal reasons and out of boredom. Okay, so he was bored with the game and he had personal fapping issues. So he had to leave, you know, he's hurt his mouse hand. Very dangerous thing. I always actually get genuinely worried. If something hurts my hand, like if like Ben bites my finger and it's my mouse hand, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? This is the moneymaker. I need a protective hand, you know? Like in Zoolander, you know, where David Duchovny's got that big glass bubble to keep his hand in. I need one of those. Myself and I need another lady. Where's Tankcopter? Ooh. Ooh, we got another lady in the chat. I see Ali. But we got another ladies. Got any more ladies? It's going to be a good roll, okay? It's not like I'm going to mock you or anything. Pick a Y. Alright, so we got a Y. A Y. A Y. Okay. So a Y. Hawaii and our author are best of friends now, okay? They're bosom buddies, quite literally. Myself and Hawaii, one of the other girls, as well as her boyfriend, were officers in the guild. Are you fucking kidding me? This sounds like the worst guild in history. Straight up, there's 4 girls, 4 boyfriends, and a perverted GM. I am out of there. That is like that's like the whole raid is full of sexual tension. Are you kidding me? That's 9 people. Who's the one guy who's like forever alone? Who's the forever alone guy who's like wishes he was in team 2? So he's like, everybody's a couple. That must be horrible. That must be horrible. Some people have a really hard time dealing with girls anyway. And of course you can go with the generic WoW players struggle with girls, which I don't believe personally. But it just seems so cliche. You've got one perverted GM who's... creeping on everyone. You've got 4 girls and 4 boyfriends and this one dude who's like, this fucking sucks, man. I am leaving in a moment. This is terrible. Before Voddles left WoW, he added some people from the guild on Skype. Personal interaction. You know what you should remember about Skype? Everything is recorded. Seriously. The amount of people who've been fucked over by trying to annoy people on Skype is retarded. It's like when you see a reality TV show, like Jersey Shore, which is awesome, and they're saying things in the reality show like, maybe they won't find out. You're on TV, right? There is a camera crew literally there. They want to put this on TV. So when you cheat on somebody or act like a dick, it's all recorded. And when people contact me on Skype saying things like they're going to like get my account hacked and shit, I'm like, you're on Skype. Like, I have your real name. Do you know that? Do you know you're using your main Skype account? Are you aware of this? Like, do you realize you're contacting me through the most stupid system ever to tell me and threaten me? I just don't understand. I don't understand that at all. Crazy. So, Voddles' time passed, and I logged into WoW after a week break to find that myself, a Y, and her boyfriend were still officers. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And that Voddles hadn't transferred GM to anyone else. Voddles wasn't the original GM, and had inherited the guild a mere 6 weeks before this. However, I thought little of it. The big drama happened a week later. Yeah. feels good on a Friday. That feels good. Voddles messaged me on Skype at 2 a.m. with what he considered pointers for me. Hey, you're talking to Preach here, right? Nothing impresses the ladies like some information on reforging. I'm like all up in this shit in the nightclubs. I'm walking in, I'm like, dude, lady, you sexy lady, why that glyph? And then I get all serious and shit all over it. I'm like, dude, no, really, why the fuck have you got that glyph? Are you aware that that glyph is bad? Do you know this? You picked which talent? Let me just impress you with my knowledge of talents. Let me break it down for you. Apparently, he had been on the armory checking every one of my characters, as well as the other girls' characters, because they were the priority, okay? The ladies love a good armory stalker. If you can't stalk people in IRL, the armory is the best you can get. Ladies, will you cut guys some slack? Will you cut guys a little bit of slack? He wants to stalk you in real life, but you're miles away. It's really hard. So much effort. Do you know how easy it is to stalk your armory? It's just logical. If you're going to stalk someone online, don't go all over the world. Just use the armory. He's using his brain. Stupid women. They just don't think about these things, do they? His pointers were, you're a serve hunter, which is fucking stupid. You should be marksman. Also, get rid of Glyph of Misdirect. It's fucking pointless. What a smooth talker. Oh, yeah. You know, I bet he typed that and went, now watch the blowjobs roll. Ah. Oh, you know what I'm going to do next? Totally going to mock a transmog. Ooh, here we go. I logged into WoW to ask if Hawaii had this problem, and before I could even check the guild roster to see if she was online, she whispered me saying that Voddles was raging at her about her glyphs and reforging over Skype. Hey, this guy's trying it on. You've got to admire him for opening the doors, right? Why put all your eggs in one basket? Surely one of these ladies will respect his reforging knowledge. They like WoW. He likes WoW. He knows more about WoW. She's gonna love him. Yeah. I still have a character in that guild I logged a few weeks ago and saw that Voddles hasn't played since this happened and that the guild is down to only 110 members. Only 110 members. What a scrub guild. Only 110. I just found it really pathetic that someone would quit WoW because they were bored with it and then have nothing better to do than tell only girls in the guild how to play their class. We do. We love a good creepy guy in World of Warcraft, don't we? We absolutely love. So if you've ever considered, right, hey, I'm with you. Sometimes us guys, we think of stupid things to do. The text message to that girl that you like that you sent accidentally that's like, yeah, I'll be at the party in 20 minutes. I'm bringing all the booze. I accidentally sent that to you by accident. I'm dead serious. But isn't my life cool, right? I've done it. I've done it while I was in high school. I'm like, yeah. What I'll do is I'll text some message like I'm doing something super fucking cool. I'll text it, but accidentally send it to her on purpose. And then when she texts back saying, is this for me? This is how it goes in my head, right? I will type this text message like, oh yeah, I really think, is hot as shit, right? And I'll text it to her by accident. She'll be like, oh, he thinks I'm hot, but he didn't mean to send me this message. Of course, he knows how to use a phone. So I'll reply to him, and then we get a rapport going. And then, you know, we'll be having sex in, what, like 15 minutes, probably, from this message? You know? Definitely. That's definitely what's going to happen. And then they don't reply. And then you don't know what's going on. And your brain is like, did she get it? Maybe she hasn't got her phone. What do I do now? This whole system has fallen apart completely around my face. I don't know what to do. Maybe she's showing other people. Maybe something's going on, and then you get a reply. If they don't reply, why would she not reply? What the hell? The hell? Then she turns out she's a total bitch anyway, and you kind of get bitter about it after a while, end up drinking constant cans of Monster, and then you hide away from the world making a YouTube channel. I'm just joking. Or am I? Think about it. Think about it. The next drama story is a long one. It is We have got parts 1 and 2 of 5. They came in attachment form on Word. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? So we've got a good story. It's very well presented. It's in paragraphs. My God, my eyes. My eyes are so happy. It came with, like, editing. There was bold. There was enhanced titles. It comes with... It's got, like, chapters and shit. It's the fucking bee's knees of stories. Oh, yeah. It has a preface. I'll preface it. Hello, Preach. My name is... Rabbit Biscuits. My name is Rabbit Biscuits. In my short time playing World of Warcraft, I have seen my fair share of guild drama. The following events really happened. That sounds like something good. Dun, dun, dun. The names of those involved have been changed to protect their identities. Here comes the drama. Chapter 1. You did great. By the way, he's your replacement. Oh, you know where it's going and it's going to suck. It's going to hurt the face. It's going to hurt the face. Oh, Rabbit Biscuits. Shit's about to get real, son. Let me clear the throat for this wonderful, wonderful tale. I started playing WoW in Wrath of the Lich King during Ulduar. I ended up capping just before Cataclysm and I decided I would start to raid in 4.0. So I set off in find of a guild. Looking for a guild. Like, you went on a journey, you got the stick, you got the spotty bag, the picnic sack, you know, you put your bread in there and your Pokeball and off you went. Ash Ketchum style, right? After finding no appealing entry-level guilds on my server, I decided a server transfer might be in order. I transferred to a guild and everything seemed fine. I was getting along with everyone in the guild and the leadership appeared to be competent. Looking pretty good. 2 ticks there. Good people, good management, perfect place. I was a feral DPS druid. I'm only joking, I have no problem with ferals. And I was thrown into progression right away during my trial with the guild. I had studied the fight endlessly before we attempted it. I knew exactly what I had to do. I topped the DPS on Magmar. How the fuck does a feral druid... No, hang on a minute. Fuck this. How does a feral cat top the DPS on Magmar? What fucking rookie-ass bullshit guild is that? You should have left. You should have fucking left. You should have gone, whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck is going on here? I am a feral fucking druid. I do not top the DPS on Magmar. Ever. Seriously. Are you kidding? What were your rogues doing, those derpy motherfuckers? What were your rogues doing? What was your Frost DK doing? Are you telling me you had a Frost DK who wasn't throwing out a cheesy Howling Blast onto all the ads? I know I did. Oh, world number 1. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. If I was a feral DPS and I came number 1 on Magmar, I would instantly pull out my knife and stab everybody in the face around me. Either that or I would have my fucking hands drenched in gold because you are such a fucking good player. Nevertheless, I topped DPS on Magmar all night. Reading that makes me fucking sick. Seriously. Even beating the other raiders who had been with them through Wrath of the Lich King. The raid leader, who we will call... Joculus. Joculus. I like that name, Joculus. I like Joculus. The raid leader, who I will call Joculus, praised me over vent. Good job, Rabbit Biscuits. And everybody should be doing the kind of DPS he is doing. No! No, they shouldn't. They should be doing miles fucking more. Are you kidding me? Your base is the feral druid? No. No. Wrong. Wrong. Fuck. Joculus, me and you are going to have a word later because that shit is fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Ugh. I felt like a Brofist all-star. I bet you were like, what to do is like, hey! Baller mode enabled. I thought I had absolutely crushed my trial and I was ready for a happy life in my new 10-man guild. However, Joculus turned out to be a dick. Joculus, we had so much hope. However, I would not trust a raid leader who thought that the top DPS in a Magmar fight should be a Feral Druid. I would be like, are you kidding me? I'm leaving the guild. Before the next raid, a rogue who was a personal friend of Joculus capped at 85. I didn't think much of it at the time, but it came to a head at the next raid. Invites went out. I didn't get one. I thought it was a mistake at first. After all, I had been the top DPS just a few nights ago. Apparently, I was just holding this rogue's place in the team until he capped. Nice. Make someone server transfer and then just replace them instantly after they top the DPS. Good going, Joculus, you fucking a-hole. Makes me sick. Joculus told me that I would have to be patient and that rogues were much better suited for the fight. Joculus is correct. However, it's pretty clear that every other DPS in your raid is maximum retard and therefore needs to leave immediately. They killed the boss and leather agi braces dropped. The rogue was the only agi leather wearer in the raid and got them automatically. I didn't make a big deal of it. I kept calm, assured that if I waited, I would get my chance at gear. Gear will come when it comes. Relax. No, 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 no. You have just paid IRL cash to transfer to this guild and have instantly been replaced by someone who just capped. Fuck that shit. Start a war. Start nuclear fucking war. Break this shit up. Seriously. Break this fucking... Go mental. I would... You're almost losing your shit right there. Almost losing your shit. My first ever raiding experience was shit. I was terribly mad at Joculus for leaving me out like that. I was willing to wait though. I had just transferred, so I thought it was worth me waiting to raid and at least get my money's worth. So I waited and waited and was never brought to another raid for the entire life of this guild. Joculus, you mother... Seriously, dude, you suck. You suck. You suck. A few weeks later, the guild collapsed because of more drama. No. Joculus was the raid leader, and his girlfriend... I'm going to use this name. Slagathor was the guild master. Golden rule. Come on, chat. Chat. What is the golden rule when joining a guild? Come on. Type it in the chat and let everybody fucking see it. Don't... Come on. Come on. What is the golden rule when you're looking at a new fucking guild? No. There we go. Wombat male bro. Like a fucking star. You never join a guild with a girlfriend-boyfriend combo who's in charge of anything. Never, ever do that. You are instantly butt-fucked. Bend over, take it like a champ, and leave, right? If you paid money to join a guild led by a couple, you don't belong here, my friends. You don't belong here, because eventually that shit's going to come back and bite you in the ass. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm dead serious. One day, Slagathor's character came online and promoted Joculus to the guild master. Mighty, he must have had a good night last night. You know what I mean? How can you not make those jokes? Instantly, if he gets promoted, it's because he did really well in bed. There is no other justifiable reason in anybody's mind. If the girlfriend promotes the boyfriend, it's because he did the business. He got the O face. Ooh, that's what he did. Yes, good on you, Joculus. And then Slagathor was kicked from the guild. Joculus found out that Slagathor had been sleeping with another officer in the guild. He hijacked her guild in response. Slagathor. E-romance? I don't think so. E-romance is a fucking joke, right? This is why we don't join guilds with couples, my people. We don't do it. We don't do it because, you know what? They can't have lived together, right? Like, how could, unless they're all playing in the same area, how does this happen? How does this, I don't know, I don't care. The rapid fire G-kick started. Every raider and member was kicked, besides me. You stood proud. Only the guild master and his best friend, Rainbow Poos, were left in the guild with me. What, so it's you? That sounds like they're getting some sort of manly menage a trois going on. You, the GM and his best friend, I am leaving that room. Just leave yourself. Like, oh, I didn't get kicked. Well, fuck this. G-quit. I'm out of here. Joculus told me that we should server transfer to another realm. Really? And split the remaining guild bank 33, 33, 33. I would have made almost 90k gold alone. Plus BOEs and other resources to boot. He said I pulled great DPS. Oh, thanks. Is that why you left me out of raids for the last few weeks after I transferred here? You're such a nice guy, Joculus. Oh, oh, there's your knife. There's your knife. Sorry, I thought you might want it back, considering we're best friends now, right? And you want me to pay more money to leave the realm. Okay? Okay, just checking. Just checking. Yeah, I pulled great DPS. I would be a fantastic asset to him as an officer in a new 10-man guild. Of course, let's all leave the original guild and make our own new 10-man, because that is how we solve every problem in World of Warcraft, isn't it? Isn't it? There's nothing easier in WoW than just to run away and start a new guild. Oh, we don't like it. Let's go make a new guild. I didn't have to think long. It was an obvious choice to me. Without saying a word, I G-quit, got the fuck out of his guild and recruitment forums. Good man! Good man! No. This is the simple answer. This guy has literally got you to pay to transfer to his realm, brought you along, told his other DPS to be more like you, and then no longer invited you, then got cheated on, and then asked you to server transfer again and become an officer. I don't think that's going to happen. There's an epilogue. Slagathor and Joculus made up. Aww. Don't we love a happy ending? They got back together and transferred to another server with Rainbow Poos. They formed a new 10-man guild, sucking more unwilling victims like yourself into their couples menage a trois. I have no idea what happened to the rogue. I became a rolling stone for quite a while. I love that description. Never finding a good social fit in a guild, I went through several trial periods and couldn't find a guild to fit me well. Until part 2 of our tale. You need to be fucking kidding me. Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, and luckily for us, luckily for everybody here right now, we have part 2. Yes, we do. So our story will continue. Part 2! You've got to be fucking kidding me. Really? I had gone back to my old server where I had leveled to 80. I had made a friend while leveling by the name of Polio. Polio is nobody's friend. Polio is no joke. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. Polio is no joke. Just saying. She was in a good, so it's a lady friend. Made a lady friend while leveling. Did we? Did we? You sexy beast. Teetering on the very edge of a Nefarian kill. Polio said that they were looking for a melee DPS and said I should apply. I did and was accepted within 24 hours. I raided with them and even was in on their first Nefarian kill. Score! I estimate I raided from late April until June when Firelands was released. I was one of their best DPS, always one of the top 2 spots. I was pulling more than double what some of the other raiders were doing. Really? Why do you keep joining shit guilds, man? Seriously? Stop joining bad guilds. If you're doing double the DPS of some of the other raiders, something's wrong, right? It's time to leave. It's time to leave. I thought for sure when Firelands came out, I would surely have a raid spot there. Of course, right? I was Firelands hit in June, and I was told we were taking a 1-week break from raiding to rest up before doing the new content. Always a good choice if you're a raid leader. Give people a break. It's always nice. I logged on during what would have been the last half hour of a raid night. 10 people were in Firelands. There was a raid I was deliberately not told about. Instead, an enhancement shaman who had burnt out early in Kata was filling a melee raid spot. Now, I haven't read the remainder of this story, but I will say, we don't jump to conclusions. We don't jump to conclusions. We don't do that. No, a baller does not just jump to conclusions. Any number of things could have happened here, such as we were told we weren't raiding this week. But a lot of people logged on, so we thought, fuck it, let's go and raid. If we're not raiding for the week, we're not disturbing a reset, right? Pretty fucking logical shit going on right there. If this is going to happen, don't jump to conclusions. Don't be like, oh my god, I've been replaced. But for all I know, in the remainder of the story, he was replaced. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't jump to conclusions. I waited until after I saw them zoning out of Firelands and the raid was over. I asked the guild master, who shall be the guild master? Zaros! Zaros, you shall be the new guild master. Zaros, welcome to our tale. I asked the Guildmaster Zaroff if she had a second to talk after the raid. You bump into so many ladies. My God, you're such a smooth feral cat. Yeah, apparently... Oh, wait for it, wait for it. Ladies love the pussy. Oh! Yes! Oh! Yes! Yes! Fuck yeah! Yes! Oh yeah! Sorry, you are a feral druid, right? Okay. I had some questions, and who did we pick? Oh my God, who did we pick? I can't remember your name. Oh shit, okay. I can't remember your name. I'm really sorry. I just dropped such an awesome joke. I need to, you know, it takes me a second. The GM told me that this was unplanned, impromptu raid, and that's the reason I wasn't told about it. I said okay and left it at that. Good man. That happens. I have told people we weren't raiding on a number of occasions as the raid leader. I logged the fuck on. There's 25 people just chilling like, where's the raid? I'm like, well, we'll go raid then. Why the fuck not? The following week, I logged on for raid, and the same 10 people were invited. Now, something is afoot, my friends. And not me. This happened for 3 consecutive weeks. And when I asked about rotations, my raid leader, Galactus, really? Galactus? Awesome. Told me that they were coming. Something makes me think he'd fit in working for Blizzard soon, TM. On the 3rd week I was not brought, I received a 378 BOE Firelands drop belt from my guild that was in the mail. Woo. It did not make up for the fact that I was not raiding. That was my purpose of joining the guild in the first place. I joined the raiding guild to raid. Isn't that weird? It is weird, isn't it? So I don't just want you to mail me loot, because that is very Blizzard style of doing things. Sorry, got to do that. But yeah, you're just mailing me loot. That's not the same as raiding. It's really not. On the 4th week, a whole month, I was not brought to the raid. I waited until after the raid and had my final talk with Galactus. I asked one more time about rotations. When were they coming? Why was I not brought? And what could I do to fix it so I could come? There is nothing worse than when you know there's nothing wrong, but you feel like you've done something wrong, so you kind of apologetically ask people who are total assholes to back the fuck up why you're not in the raid. I see it happen all the time. People who are good players get left out, and they're like apologetically like, what can I do to make this better? Find a new guild because I'm the asshole. That's the answer that the GM should give. The best thing for you to do is actually find a new guild because I'm a complete asshole and I'm just not bringing you to the raid. That would be the answer. That would be this is the way you say it. Galactus said, we will most likely start organising alt runs in September. You can come then if you want. The cheek! If you want to raid before then, I suggest you find another guild. Ballsy GM. Ballsy GM. This is getting interesting. I'm actually kind of intrigued. I can't wait till part 3. Taking Galactus' advice, IG quit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll leave. I wasn't going to warm the bench for a month and a half where I wasn't welcome in the first place. After IG quit, I was spammed with hate from another raider. Some of the most nasty, vicious comments I have ever received in game, all within minutes of me leaving the guild. Most of them were from Polio. Never trust Polio. I never thought I would say that, but never trust Polio, right? It doesn't do any favours for you. Polio's an asshole. You should have been able to tell by the name. You should be able to tell by the name. Never trust Polio. If Polio tells you things are going to be okay, don't believe that. Polio is full of shit. My friend, who I met while leveling, was giving me a hard time for ninjaing a belt that progression raiders needed. She said she needed the belt more than me because she was on the progression team, but passed it up to give me, out of kindness, a pity belt? A pity belt from Polio? After a barrage of nasty insults from Polio, she put me on ignore and we haven't spoken since. I joined another guild on the same server that seemed alright, until... Okay, you know who you are who wrote part 2. and 1 of this story, obviously. We want part 3. Don't we? Let's see in the chat. Do we want to see what happens next? Do we want part 3 and 4 and 5? It says it's a 5-part tale. Do we want it? Oh, okay. You want the... Until... Yes! The chat wants it! We want to know what happened next! We want to know what happens next. I have a theory. I have a theory. We want part 3. I don't have part 3 with me right now. I really don't know. I don't have part 3. Okay. I have one more tale for you guys. But quite frankly, if I don't pee in a moment, I'm going to explode. So I'm going to pee. I will be back in 1 second. The monster has got to me. Back in a moment. Alright! Woo! I'm back. Okay. Wow. Come on. Come say hello. Hey! Say hello. Yes! Okay, our final stories we draw to a wonderful close on this fine Friday Eve. Oh, you're looking good, mate. Right, you have to go. Come on. Out you go. Off you go. Go on. Good boy. There's a little story tainted with some drama, and it's called How I Started Raiding. Yes, How I Started Raiding. Gotta catch my breath, I just had to run around. A little backstory before we begin. I started playing WoW either early BC or late vanilla. What? What on earth? Do you not know? Do you not know when you started? I started raiding either in early BC or late vanilla. What? Were there blood elves? Were there blood elves? Is the easy answer to that question is were there blood elves? But I can barely remember it because I was 8 or 9 years old. A baby baller. Baby baller. I quit about a month after Wrath of the Lich King. I don't blame you. Released because I no longer found the game fun. Fast forward a couple of years, so you're like, what, like 12 now, alright? Fuck yeah. And it was right before the release of 4.2, and it was because of my friend that I wanted to start playing again. Don't you hate those friends? I'm free of WoW. I have broken the circle of demons. I have finally escaped its wretched grasp. I have done it in such a wonderful style as well. And now, my friend wants me to play WoW again. Ah, die! I caught on pretty quickly in terms of how to play. I was never a clicker. That's in caps lock, by the way. Oh yeah, he means it. When I was 8 years old. And when I hate, really bothers me is how good little kids are at games. I've got a 4-year-old nephew. He's awesome on an iPad. He like does everything on an iPad. Like I can't do some of the shit he does with it. And when I started playing again, my friend taught me good keybinds and how to move with the mouse instead of the classic WASD. How could you have been a key-binded player and used WASD? Once I reached max level, I wanted to start PvEing and got quite obsessed with every part of the game. I learned all the tier 11 fights through videos and watched guides on how to play a druid, which is how I eventually found you. Hello. I watched every one of the old WoW videos released after I subbed and was excited that I found out that you were currently maining a DK, which is what I played. I was really shit at DPSing before I actually started raiding though. 12k DPS, and when LFR released I started to majorly improve. I started getting gear from Valor and weekly LFRs, but I was mainly focused on PvP until my friend took a break from playing. That fucking friend happens every time. You leave WoW. You're cool with it. Your friend's like, dude, we should play WoW again, because WoW's awesome now, right? There's fucking Deathwing and shit. Let's go and do some WoW. Like, okay, fine. You get really back into it, and then your friend's like, ah, this game sucks, I'm leaving. Fuck that friend. That friend is such a jerk-off. Fuck that friend. Fuck that friend. Seriously. I hate those guys. After that, I started looking to join DS Pugs, and eventually found one. The nerf at the time was at 25%. And I was possibly the most nervous man. I told my parents not to come upstairs because I was doing something important. They totally thought you were masturbating. I just want to tell you, if you tell your parents at like 12 years old that they're not to come upstairs because you're doing something really important, they totally think you're jerking off. I just want you to know that. And your parents know you jerk off. They're aware of that, right? They jerked off too. So you don't, it's like, I can't imagine. I don't think I ever said that. Yeah, I need the special alone time is exactly what it is. Guys, and you mean it as well. You're raiding Dragon Soul. It's really important to you. But you just go to your parents and you're like, yeah, don't come upstairs because something really important's happening. And they're like, okay, son. And your dad's like, you go get it, son. You go fucking get it. And your mum's like, I hope he doesn't use the towel because I have to wash that and he won't put it anywhere cool. He's probably going to hide it under his bed and it's going to be all crusty and shit. Oh, man. But your dad is so fucking proud at that moment. Your dad is so proud, believe me. He's like, get in there, son. Get in there, son. I was doing something important. I was not to be disturbed. You remember Doofy from Scary Movie? He's got his dick in the vacuum cleaner. He's like, told you not to disturb me. We're cleaning my room. That's what it's like. Sounds stupid as shit. It doesn't sound stupid as shit, but it's a total rookie mistake. It is a complete rookie mistake. And they agreed to leave me alone for a while. Of course they did. They thought you were petting the one-eyed snake. Are you kidding me? They're not going to walk in on that. Nobody wants to see a 12-year-old pulling his mini Todger. I filled up my water bottle and went to the bathroom. So... You went to your parents, right? Hey, Mum, Dad... Please don't come upstairs. I'm doing something very important. I don't want to be disturbed. You then grabbed a water bottle and went in the bathroom. Right? Right? Okay. Just saying. Just saying. When I came back, we started pulling trash. I was fine for the first boss. Nothing went wrong. What, a Morchok? Seriously? You got through Morchok okay? No way. Until the second boss where I had no idea how the orb worked. Yeah, I can see that after the LFR tennis. I caused a wipe on our first attempt because I had no idea what I was fucking doing and my heart sunk. I started sweating out of control and I felt sick for the rest of the raid. I didn't cause any more wipes for the rest of the raid, but we stopped at Warship due to a tank DC. I played on a major PvP server and it was about 11 o'clock at this time. So not only that, but you came out of your room after it had all finished and it must have felt like a marathon session to your parents as well. It's like, is he still up there? Yeah. And then he comes out and you're all sweaty. You feel sick. This is the best thing ever. You're like, I feel sick. I don't know what to do. I feel sweaty. I feel ill. I've been in my room alone for like 4 hours. Oh, oh my God. And you've been on your PC, so they totally think you're looking at the craziest porn ever. Oh, genius. Absolute fucking genius. Like, all dripping. How did it go, son? I bet your dad said, how did it go, son? And he's like, oh, you won't believe it. My heart literally... You should get a shower. Your dad's like, you need to take a shower. And you're like, I know, I'm all sweaty. Next week I got more confident and didn't fuck up anything, but I was in the group with a shit raid leader. Who are you to judge after 2 raids? You caused a wipe on Zonos. Are you kidding me? You're judging him? It was both his and his buddy's first time raiding, and I was cocky as fuck when I joined with the 1 piece I obtained in the run the week before. They gave you loot. That's pretty cool, man. You caused a wipe, they still gave you loot. That's pretty awesome. The raid leader was a rogue, and he was shit at DPSing. Not me being an asshole, his DPS was really bad. Like 14k DPS with 392 item level or something. We cleared most of the raid fine until Spine, where we couldn't kill the Tendon due to low DPS. On normal mode? Wow. Fuck, man. That's really bad. I checked the meters and announced in Vent that someone had to go or we wouldn't clear the boss. I fucking love this story. Because you must have been like 12 or 13 at the time, so you must have had this kind of like pussy-ass little voice. And then suddenly over Vent it's like, hey guys, somebody's gotta go or we're not gonna kill this, alright? You guys all suck! You suck! Like, and everyone else is going, whoa! The fuck was that? Who's this kid telling me what the fuck to do? This is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Shut the fuck up. I'm telling you guys, you suck. You see, second raid ever in normal mode. You're like, everybody else is terrible. I love it. It's exactly what I would do at the same age. I'm not mocking you. It's exactly what I would do at the same age. We, meaning me, had decided that a hunter doing 10k DPS had to go, but it turned out that it was the raid leader's cousin. Wow, inbred raid or what? He surprisingly agreed and we kicked him and got another, but we still didn't kill it. Later that week I joined a pug at Madness and we killed it in 2 attempts and I got my Chief. Chief, now I can join many more pugs. Next week I found the same guy pugging, the rogue with shit DPS, and I joined hoping for a better group. It turned out to be a lot better and cleared past Spine and cleared Madness of Deathwing in a couple of attempts. Now the Girth Thalak dropped and holy shit did I want it. I said in chat, and I hate this, you guys will all have seen this. Yeah! Enter. Enter. S. Whoa! Like, who else could possibly fucking want it? It is mine! It's my loot! Yeah! And everyone else who wants it goes, dude, no way. And the raid leader saw I was excited and instantly gave it to me without question because I was the top DPS. No way! I'm rolling that shit. This is where my ego spiraled out of control. I thought I was the shit. And rightfully so. What possible reason does our author have to think that he's being a douche right now, right? He's got into a better... Every week he has progressed. He's collecting loot. He's the top DPS. People are giving him loot without question. Everything this guy's doing is right, okay? It's easy to feel like a badass when everybody around you is treating you like a badass. The next week I joined a pug that caught my eye by saying 20k DPS or higher, link achieved. That was your standards? Oh man. You've got to have achieved and 20k DPS? This group is going to be awesome. This is going to be the best. I linked it and got in. The people were really nice and were part of a guild called Avantasia. Halfway through the trash to Marchok, they asked me to join their guild. Wow, look at this guy's... How many trash packs are there before Marchok? How many trash packs? There's like 3. Like 3 trash packs right before Marchok. Like, have you seen this guy's trash DPS? I know. Look at this. Invite him to the guild. He's like... What? He hasn't done a boss yet. Doesn't matter. Look at his trash DPS. Invite this guy immediately. What the fuck were we doing? How did we raid before we met this guy and his trash DPS? How were we possibly doing? I don't understand. Crazy. And I said, yeah, why not? Exactly. Why the hell not? You're the shit, right? You're full of confidence. You've got nuts the size of a fucking giant George... what's he called in the giant peach? James. Run went well. Smashed the DPS on all fights except for Madness. I have the shittiest computer. I run at 2 to 3 FPS in LFR. I read the guild message after the raid and they said they were going to be attempting heroic modes the next week. I signed up for the raid and logged for the week. Mostly. Well, I don't know why you say mostly in brackets like that South Park. they come out at night. Mostly. It was reset day. I was sitting around in Dalaran when I get sent an invite by the raid leader and we start getting the group together. When we got into the raid, I was put on duty to soak the stomp with the tank. And we got the group set up. Not long after we pulled, and it was pretty bad. We wiped 5 times on the boss with 30% nerf before we got it. That's not bad. 5 wipes is nothing, but I can see where you're coming from. You think you're the balls. You do not wipe. Juan does not simply wipe our Arthur. He's the bee's knees. You see, you've got invited after his trash DPS, for Christ's sake. At this point, my ego was growing insanely huge, seeing as I top DPS on a heroic mode boss. Yeah. We didn't attempt Zonos on heroic due to people being strained on time. We cleared the rest on normal. One's alright. One's alright. It's 6 or 8 bosses in there. 1 out of 8's fine. Next week comes around and we kill heroic Morchok and Yorsage and attempt heroic Ultraxion. The guild leader had no idea how to do the fight, so someone tried to explain it, but missed some things. So me being all egotistical, I came in on Vent and explained the fight with an extremely elitist attitude. So you idiots, right? You need to press the thing when you get the thing, okay? That's all you need to do. The guild leader gets it and we wipe once and move on for the week. 1 try? Lame. I was infuriated. My attitude at the time was something like, really? Are these people that bad that they won't attempt this? I could get 8 out of 8 heroic Dragon Soul if I played with better players. But I waited until next week. Very gentlemanly of you. Like a sir. He waited until the following week. When I got invited to the group on reset day, I was determined to kill heroic Ultraxion. But I didn't realise that our main tank and raid leader had gone on vacation along with a healer. Are they a couple? Are they a couple? They could be a couple. Sounds like they went together. So it was mostly a pug. That's only 2 people. Mostly a pug? Everything was fine until we got to Ultraxion. We explained the fight and got in about 5 attempts. The last being a 4% wipe due to DPS. Not bad. I was doing around 36k DPS with no heroic gear but full 397 normal gear. While the lowest DPS pulled around 19k. I got really mad and it showed for the rest of the raid. Not like yelling in Vent or anything, but not being that guy you wanted to be around. You know the guy. Every time someone says something, there's a really twatty message in raid chat. You know that guy? We hate that guy, don't we? Just really dirty, sarcastic, twatty little fucking comments. You know the guy. You know the guy. Next week rolls around and 3 of the members show up for the raid. Down from 7. I assume only 3 showed up, down from 7. Quickly pick up some people and get in the instance. I caused a wipe due to lag. Course you did. Every wipe's due to lag. I lagged, sorry guys. But there's nothing I could do about it. Sure. It's just my server hates me. That's what it is. It's definitely that. It is definitely the server hates you. There is really no other way you could have lagged. Nobody else lagged, but you lagged because the server chose you, right? It rolled and it chose you. It chose you, right? Of course you did. You lagged. But after we res, I run right into the boss because I wasn't paying attention. No, really? Could that be what got you killed? Could be. Could be. Everyone got mad in Vent, but calmed down soon after and we killed it the next attempt. You know what's the greatest thing ever? Is when the really egotistical asshole of your guild fucks up. Everybody jumps on him like they've been starving for a week and someone's dropped a big cake in the middle of them, right? Like rats. They're just all over him. They're just like, he fucked up. Yeah, get him! Fucking kick him to death on the floor! You fucked up, you asshole! I love it when that happens. So good. In fact, it happened to me. I had never died to any sort of raid mechanic that was something you could avoid, ever. No shit, I had never died to anything like that up until Kael'thas Sunstrider. Seriously, I had never died to fire, ever. On Kael'thas Sunstrider, I died to fire. I have a screenshot of everybody in the guild instantly whispering me, giving me shit about it. In fact, on the screenshot that's quite famous now, which is the one when I left Sylvanas to join a top world guild, you can see people saying I died in fires. It was the running joke of the whole guild forever. It was the first time I'd ever done that. And to be fair, I died on the boss, as far as I remember, and was rezzed right near the fire and got killed. It's still my fault. I could have avoided it. Still my fault. I totally could have avoided it. But it was the running joke of the rest of the guild. Okay, where are we? We move on to Yorsage, where I was the target of my server hating me. Yeah. Your server hates you. I DC'd almost every attempt, and after half an hour of attempts, the raid leader gave up and said we were switching it to normal. I lost my shit on the inside. I cannot believe you felt angry. You DC every pull. I would have been rejoicing. Seriously, I would have been absolutely rejoicing if the raid leader called it to normal. Fucking hilarious. I just read in the chat that I must have lagged on Kael'thas. That's what it was, guys. I lagged. I don't think I've ever used lag as an excuse ever in my entire life. Even when it was lag. I have died to lag. I have never said it was because of lag, because people will just go, yeah, right, of course. I said in chat, if we were doing normal mode, I was out. Why would anyone care if you were leaving? You were DCing all the time. The raid leader said event, nah, blah, 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 always comes to the raid. You aren't really going to go, are you? And I said, yes, I was out. So I left the group and halved out. This fucking guy who is DCing every single pull is now complaining that they're not doing it on heroic, right? Fucking brilliant. I love this story, by the way. I think you've done really well writing this. I had come to the conclusion that I was going to quit the guild, even though I was the real problem in the guild. The guild started out with a group of friends, and then I joined and was cocky as fuck and pretty much destroyed their guild, because now if you check on the US Armory, the guild has like 7 members or some shit, and none were part of the raid team. So in all, in conclusion, I acted like a complete CUNT in raids. I brought the guild and the main raiders. The main guild members are still 85 on the armory. Quit from what I felt like was my doing. Looking back, I realised I could have done shit better. Maybe I would be progressing in Mr. Pandaria with them. But now I'm left guildless on a PvP realm with no friends. At the time, I honestly felt like I was good enough to clear 8 out of 8 hard mode Dragon Soul, but never found a group. Closest thing was a 3 out of 8 clear. Currently, I'm not playing the game, just doing random shit until I find a guild I can raid with. But this time, I will not be the world's biggest jerk-off. Good shout, my friend. A wonderful story of realization, reconciliation, and all that kind of stuff. So you learn from your mistakes. Don't look back with regret, though. Wonderful experience. Never look back and feel like it could have gone this way. We do not live, none of the ballers who follow me or my channel ever live in the world of what-ifs. We don't do that. What if I would have done this? What if I would have done that? What happened, happened. And you work your way up from there. That's what we do. We don't live in a world of what-ifs. People who ask the question, what if, do not belong near me. Because what-ifers are a waste of time. What if we would have done this? What if we would have done that? Makes no sense. What if doesn't matter. What is does matter. So we use that experience and we move forward. We get better and better and better out of it. So don't worry about it. Great experience. You learn from it. Next time you join a guild, you won't be like that. But a wonderful story. In fact, all the stories today were fantastic. I am going to leave you there, my friends. A wonderful hour of storytelling. A wonderful end to the working week on a Friday. I hope everybody's feeling fantabulous. Enjoy your weekend, my friends. We're going to be playing some Dead Island tomorrow. We may or may not be streaming. I don't know. I will let you know. I'll post it on Facebook and Twitter and stuff if we are. And have a wonderful weekend. Okay, guys? Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I shall see you again live on Monday for the next Daily Preach, where we'll be back to WoW-themed stuff. And then, of course, send in your drama stories. Send in your drama stories. And also be aware, tomorrow is the last, the winner of this week's transmog competition will be tomorrow. So if you still need to put your transmogs in, preachgaming.com, put them on there in the community contest forum, and our lovely assistant, Mr. Genji, will choose the winner, and you'll be on the front page of the website on Sunday. So remember, if you have a new transmog, put it on there, please, guys. Alright, guys? Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. The Frost Mage video is uploading immediately after this daily, so it should be up in about an hour or so. Alright, guys? Bye-bye.